A new study shows fewer teens are using tobacco, alcohol, and street drugs.
But the abuse of prescription drugs by America's adolescents is skyrocketing. The number of teens seeking treatment for prescription painkiller abuse has jumped by more than 3 times since 1995. Experts say they're getting the drugs from their parents' medicine cabinet, friends, and the internet.
All you need is a credit card. It's that easy. They would use their parents' credit card and just buy whatever they see fit.
And a recent study found teens are now finding it far easier to get prescription drugs than it is alcohol.
Prescription drug abuse and fatal overdoses appear to be a growing problem in Utah. KSL News Radio reports some people have obtained medications without seeing a doctor or even leaving home. Randall Jepson is following that trend in a special series. He's joining us live. Randall, how easy is it to get these drugs online without seeing a doctor?
Unfortunately, Whit, that's one of the growing problems. In fact, we spoke to a woman named Nancy Fitzpatrick, who says basically all it took was after her doctor's prescription of Soma had run out, she went to her computer, got on the internet, within a couple of seconds had a list of hundreds, even thousands of websites selling Soma. She typed in her credit card number. Within that same week, those drugs were arriving at her front door.
And which pharmacies are these drugs coming from?
These pharmacies are basically spread out around the country. There is a main website that has contracts or somehow is linked to these small pharmacies. Most of them are located in small towns. In fact, we found one in American Fork, Utah called Roots Pharmacy. And there, this woman that we had spoken to, she was receiving drugs from that very pharmacy. We tried to talk to the owner. We knocked on the door. We called him. We even went to his home. He refused to answer any questions of how he was involved in this big prescription internet ring or racket, whatever you want to call it.
Now, when we talk about prevention, is anything being done to stop this?
You know, it's really grabbing the attention of local law enforcement officials. In fact, the DEA, the agents that are here in Salt Lake City, they're actively buying prescription drugs online. Then they test what comes to see if it really is the drug they bought. Also, they try to track it to where it's coming from, trying to see if there's not a legal prescription, they will go after them. And recently, there was an announcement of 18 indictments here in Utah related to these online pharmacies.
All right. Wow. Well, we'll look forward to hearing your reports. Randall Jepson with KSL News Radio. Thanks so much for joining us. And you can watch more of Randall Jepson's report tomorrow morning on KSL News Radio, or listen to it rather, and read part 1 of the series by logging on to KSL.com.